Greetings, everyone, and I'm so honored to be connected with you today on this International Day for Universal Access to Information. My engagement today is looking at defining values and principles of artificial intelligence that supports non-exploitative information access for the unconnected. As rapid technological advancement, fueled by big data and automation, that creates artificial intelligence drives the world's agenda from the economic and social perspective, the principles and values under which AI operates in society are also increasingly emphasized as key oversight. From the economic-centered approach by the OECD and member nations to the more educational, cultural, and development advanced approach by UNESCO, these principles and values position around the key tenets of humanity, which are respect, protection and promotion of human rights, and fundamental freedoms and human dignity, to fairness and proportionality, and sustainability. All these are progressively targeting the advancement of humans and the planet while driving for inclusive growth and sustainable development and well-being. In pursuing these values and principles, the call is on government to deploy trustworthy AI systems and the alert about exploitative nature of advanced data and information usage, particularly for the unconnected citizens, have also become louder. This call becomes laudable and important for global South and Sub-Saharan Africa, in particular where advanced technology usage is gaining momentum and doing so in an imbalanced manner. This imbalanced nature of operation is demonstrated by the usage and the nature of AI technologies that places the majority of data subjects, many of whom are unconnected, into disadvantage. In Namibia, just as in largely many sub-Saharan Africa, AI usage is seen in the implementation of digital IDs and biometrics, as well as the usage of facial recognition system. It is also through these means that have been found to pose threats to values and principles earlier mentioned. This is largely to the design and construction of these AI systems. Other systems where bias and trust-related issues have been flagged include the usage of social media and their related takedown, as well as in the health information systems. By using the health sector as an example, researchers such as Brent Mittelstadt, 2019, has argued that the principles alone cannot guarantee ethical AI. His position calls on the more effort in ensuring a right-respecting framework, even in the field where ethics are highly regarded. He's clarified that despite the initial credibility granted to a principled approach to AI ethics through medical ethics, there are reasons to be concerned about the future impact on AI development and governance. The challenges of the usage of AI in the health sector are but one of the most worrying given the breadth of that sector, as it is largely shaped by the amount of the data the sector produces, especially considering the demographic accessing health services in Africa. On the other hand, the health sector in particular is also said to be key beneficiary of the prospects of AI, thanks to precision technologies solving complex health challenges. However, the sector is also said to be most susceptible to exploitative dealings related to information access, particularly for the unconnected health clients. On this, Murdoch in 2021 pointed to some public-private partnerships for implementing AI that have resulted in poor protection of privacy, putting public trust in the health system to question. Murdoch indicates that this leads to increased call for greater systemic oversight of big data. Murdoch and Milstein call to go beyond their values, principles, and ethics reinforces the need for moral framework of justice in artificial intelligence that prominent researcher Safiya Noble has been calling for already from 2018. The contested privacy in the health sector, as earlier laid out, legitimizes the concerns of exploitation of unconnected patients' rights. While it is known that the data in the health sector is shared along for case management and treatment purpose, the extent which patients' privacy and consent is ensured is increasingly brought to question as such data is handled via diverse data systems, some of which are used for commercial purposes, and the possibilities of successfully re-identifying such data increases the risks for patient data under private custodianship, as per Murdoch. In taking the next direction, we ought to somehow situate moral justice to existing values and principles in our quest to respond to UNESCO's AI's needs analysis of 2001 that identify the need to enhance its capacities for AI governance across legislature, the executive, and judiciary in order to fully mitigate the rise of ethical challenges emanating from the shortcomings from policy frameworks as well as the institutional capacities. And as Murdoch further suggests, existing concerns about how access, control, and use of AI system, particularly by for-profit parties, should consider first and foremost patients' agency and the consent within the development of regulation to reflect the key legal and ethical values within democracies. It is understandable that even with these, challenges will remain in larger Africa given the absence of policy that is key in shaping public engagement in the rights and that will rightfully curb non-exploitative information access for those that are not connected. Hence, the right respect Take 3. Hence, right respecting AI values and systems coupled with moral justice will go a long way in addressing ethical implications of AI systems through cooperations as per the findings of UNESCO's Africa Policy Assessment. While the absolute best scenario in a value and principle guided framework that is non-exploitative for those yet to be connected is unknown, the following scenario as put forth by Murdoch could be the best placed for unregulated spaces where non-sensitized communities exist. This could be the case of Namibians anywhere in regards to the health-related data, where informed consent, particularly for new users of data, to respect the privacy and agency of patients is prioritized. Next is that the right to withdraw data could be clearly communicated and especially made easy to exercise. And in third, consequently, the usage of generative data to fill the data gaps created by these agency-driven withdrawals and to avoid de-operationalizing of AI systems. And finally, new and informed forms of data protection and anonymization for re-identification. Coupled with a moral framework for justice, the above are best believed to support AI values and principles that respect non-intrusive information access and sharing in connected areas, especially in the health sector. Thank you for being together and goodbye until next time.